Good morning, students. Welcome to online class. Hope you are keeping well by the grace of God. So students, once again I am with you, and today I am going to teach you social science history segment from your NCERT book, and the topic is Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. It is the continuation of my previous lecture. So in my previous lecture I discussed about the contemporary political situation of Russia and Russian society. It was categorized. 3 categories emerged in Russian society. They were liberals, radicals and conservatives. Difference of opinions also took place. Apart from that, Tsarism was there. Tsar Nicholas II, he was on the throne of Russia. So people, they agitated against Tsar's tyrannical attitude, and whatever the law and order Tsar used to impose on Russians, they were not supporting, they were revolting. As consequence, a political unrestness, you can say an intense political unrestness took place in Russia during that time. Meanwhile, a middle class category emerged with their new thoughts, new thinking, based on socialist thinking, based on socialism. And this socialism, it was introduced by Karl Marx. Marx, he was a German philosopher and thinker, and his 2 books, Das Kapital and Communist Manifesto, became very popular. Russians, they started thinking about their life, about their rights. So, new thoughts, new thinking, new views, those were visible in the Russian society during that time. And people of Russia that time Tsar was there on the throne, monarchy was there. Simultaneously, people of Russia, they wanted to establish Russia on the basis of socialist conception, on the basis of communism. But it did not happen. They could not fulfill it. Meanwhile, in 1914, the First World War broke out. During that time, Europe was divided into 2 allied groups. So those 2 allied groups, one side there were Germany, Austria and Turkey. On the other side, France, Britain and Russia. Italy and Romania, these 2 countries, they joined later. Students, you know very well that history says whenever, wherever war or battle takes place, that is only due to political and economic greed. People want to overpower, people want to annex, people want to rule, history says. So the same case, same phenomena, same factor happened, and as consequence, as result, in 1914, First World War broke out between 2 allied groups. Once again I am telling, Germany, Austria and Turkey, France, Britain and Russia, these 2 allied groups. Initially, Russia became popular. They were overpowering. They emerged as powerful country. But within short span of time, Russia was badly crushed and defeated by German troops. As consequence, Russia had to face an intense economic and political problem because the war also had a severe economic impact. Undoubtedly, side by side, by 1916, railway lines broke down. That means the opposite party, that means the rival troop, they destroyed the Russian railway lines. And students, you know very well that railways, it is one of the most significant and important modes of transportation. So they destroyed, that means the opposition, that means rival troop, they destroyed the railway tracks so that there should be or there would be no connectivity. They destroyed. Youths or young or able-bodied men, they were forcibly asked to join the army, Russian army. They were forcibly, they were dragged and they were forcibly asked to join the army. As a result, there was an intense labor problem in Russia because all young men or youths, they were joining army. So no worker, no laborer, they were not found in Russia. Small scale workers started shutting down their workshops because they could not afford due to economic crisis. A large quantity of food grains. Russia, you know, it is a farming based country. Simultaneously, the geographical features is favorable. Simultaneously, animal husbandry also. But because the World War broke out, a large quantity of grain, those were sent or supplied to the army. As a result, a huge crisis of food, it was visible in Russian market. People, they did not get food, especially there was lack of or scarcity of flour and bread, because bread is made of flour. So an intense crisis of food, it was visible in Russian market. And in the meantime, when all these factors were going on during First World War, civil war broke out in Russia. Civil war means the war or conflict inside any country, that is called or known as civil war.